check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Alright, I ain't gonna hold you. This video is about the law of vibration. This is one of the 7 videos I'm doing discussing the 7 Hermetic principles, better known today as the universal laws. All right. So it said that you can have anything that you desire. All you have to do is match its vibration. The law of vibration states that nothing rests, everything moves, everything is vibrating. That subatomic particles are always in continual motion. But what does it mean? Meaning, though you can't see it with your physical eyes, on a quantum level or on a subconscious level, everything is in motion. Every second of the day, you yourself are vibrating. Your thoughts, feelings, actions, and so on, these things help create or form this vibration. That vibration is sending a signal out to the universe. The universe, in return, sends you back more of the same. Remember the old saying, you get back what you put out. We're talking about energy. Energy is everything. Everything is energy. So, however you are vibrating, like a magnet, you are pulling, attracting to yourself the other things which resonate on that same vibration. In simple terms, whenever you are happy, when you're overjoyed, right? When you're just in that blissful state and everything seems to be going perfect, you smiling, you laughing, you having fun, that's because you are experiencing being on a high vibration. Notice whenever you are vibrating high, how blessings just come to you a lot more effortlessly. Good things seem to just happen a lot more, almost like automatically, right? You ain't even got to be looking for a good time, and a good time will just come to you because you are operating on such a higher frequency. And then notice, remember the old saying, when it rains, it pours, right? That's because when you are depressed and angry, confused and frustrated, and you're vibrating on such a low level. So now you are still the same magnet, attracting to yourself the other things which resonate on that low vibration, like accidents, fights, mishaps, inconveniences. You're getting back more of the same frustration, more of the same depression, more of the same energy that you are sending out. So many people don't know this. A lot do, especially, I mean, if you on this channel, I'm sure you heard it before. But yet and still so many people don't get it. You can have anything, as I said, as long as you can match the vibration. So in magic, one of the first lessons that is constantly drummed in your head is to imagine the feeling of already having whatever it is that you are trying to bring forth. So if you're needing a new car, right, you'll take a minute to meditate on the feeling of actually having this car, right? You'll imagine yourself driving the car, washing the car, changing radio stations when you in the car. You're invoking the feeling that you would have if this wish was to already be reality. You imagine yourself actually in that reality and how good that feeling was. The whole purpose that you're trying to invoke that feeling is because you're trying to match the vibration of that reality. As a magnet, you are drawing that reality closer to you. You do action, you act on things, and you do the work in the physical world. That's how you meet that desire halfway. So the lower the vibration is, means the more dense the energy is. And the higher the vibration means the more transparent or pure the energy is. Some philosophies say it comes down to love and fear, right? being that this is a dualistic reality that we are in. When you think of it in terms of the physical realm and the spiritual realm, the physical realm vibrates much lower, meaning the energy is more dense. The energy is moving at a much slower rate. This is why we have to deal with time in the physical world. The spiritual world is vibrating on a higher frequency. The energy is a lot less heavy. Um, how can energy be heavy anyway? Or how can the feelings, right? Whenever you're feeling heavy and shit, right? Coming back to magnetism. That's because on that low vibration, it's like a magnet pulling you down. That's why people say, oh, I'm feeling down. I'm feeling heavy. I'm feeling lost. Feel like I got the weight on the world on my shoulders, weighing me down. Because that is a low vibration. And you only get back more the same. So when they say it rains, it pours, it's like if you roll a snowball downhill, and the more momentum it picks up, it just gets bigger and bigger and heavier and more dense, right? And now it's a big ass ball. It's energy. It's science that we dealing with. Whenever you really start to just get into the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just the nature of reality here. So, um, hold on right quick. I gotta. My bad. So, you ever, like, when you being in a room, and then let's say you ain't like, you're like, man, I gotta get up out of here, and you leave. And afterwards, you be like, no, I had a bad vibe. Nigga, I just felt a bad vibe in there, so I had to leave. Or when somebody says, good vibes only. We talking about vibe. We talking about vibration. You can feel the vibration of a room when you walk in it. Another word for it is intuition, instinct. So when it comes to manifesting the things that you want, you take a moment and you look at that thing, right? You visualize it in your head as it is happening in real time. And the longer that you can hold that thought, the longer that you can hold that feeling, and the longer that you can remain in that reality in your mind, the faster and the more likely it is to become reality. Because the mind isn't operating on the mind, the deep mind or the higher self is not operating according to the only limitations it knows are the limitations which you set. In the physical world, you have to do the work. This is why I heard somebody say something one time like, well, why are so many magicians broke? Why are so many magicians still in the same position they was in before? It's because you still have to do the work. I'm still finding this out today. Like, a lot of these things, the reality that you want is really not that far away from you, depending, but also going back to in magic and practicing magic, you are constantly advised to goal keep your goals realistic, to not waste your time on some fantasy that is so far away from your current state of being that it's just going to stay in fantasy land, right? Not that it's too big of a job for the subconscious to make happen, but that your conscious mind, what you believe, that's the subconscious or the higher self. It has to operate through your conscious self. This is why in magic, you learn methods to put your conscious mind out of the way so that the subconscious or the higher self can do its work. Because the conscious mind is constantly going to be doubting, is constantly going to be believing that I can't have that. That's too much. The conscious mind is the worrier. The conscious mind is, if the conscious mind already had the tools and had the belief, already had the knowing of how to have certain desires, then it wouldn't be no need to be doing magic for this shit. The problem is that consciously you don't believe or you don't know how to achieve something. So you resort to practicing magic for the purpose of bypassing the conscious mind and tapping straight into the subconscious, and you hand the instructions over to the higher self of the reality, whatever it is, whatever the wish is that you're wanting fulfilled. The only block between having that reality that you want, the only thing standing between that is you. It is the ego. It is the fear, the ignorance. It's you that are setting up, or that have set up all of these energetic blocks without even knowing it. So anyway, one more example about vibration, and I'm going to get up off of here. You know how you could listen to music. You will listen to a song that makes you feel happy. It makes you feel good, right? It makes you smile. It just puts you in the mood, right? Like it's a whole vibe. That's that higher vibe, right? And then you can listen to a song that puts you in a whole different mood, right? If you was going, okay, so check it out. Notice if you going on a late night to go meet up with a female or whatever, to go smash on a female that you been wanting, right? As you driving across town to her house, the music that you play on that trip will be totally different than the music that you would play if you taking a trip to go fuck a nigga up. If you about to go fight somebody and you mad, I guarantee you the music that you play in that car on the way to go fight a nigga is totally opposite than the music you going to play when you on the way to go get some pussy. Because it's sending out two totally different signals to your mind. Anyway, I hope I explained it enough for you to grasp the idea if you are unfamiliar with the concept of vibration. I hope I made it clear enough, at least enough, to set you on your own journey of figuring out what it means for you. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. And until the next one.